Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Steele Wars instant reaction to The Mandalorian. We're instantly reacting. Instantly. It is just on 1 a.m. where we're at, and we just watched The Believer. Which, who was The Believer? Was Bill Burr The Believer? Who was The Believer? Anyway, how you doing, everyone? Seeing everyone in the chat. Georgie Lowe's in the chat. Wow. It's Friday night in Australia, so everyone's got time to do up. Catherine Neen. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Catherine Neen, Pedro's beautiful face. There was a lot of that. Hey, all right, Catherine Neen saying Mayfield is the believer. What did he believe? I don't know. What did he believe in? Anyway, I thought it was all right. It's I like the things with Bill Burr. Like Mayfield definitely seemed like a changed man since last season. And I like Bill Burr talking about, being an imperial to that officer. But yeah, the episode, I was just like, I was sort of just whatevs on it, really. Boba Fett painted up, looking sick. No Grogu. No Grogu. Nick Bone says, was about believing in what you're fighting for. Yes. Kinky. Love this one. Loved Mando calling Tem Fett. That was sick. That was pretty sick. I liked the scene in the cantina, but I thought that was not the impactful way I expected for Din to unmask in public. I don't know. I like the concept, but maybe not the execution. The Cora says, I agree with this. The cafe scene was tense. That Sean Hoffman is right about that. Loved Inside the Slave 1. Watching the rotation was I was popping for that. I was popping for that. I am underwhelmed. Matthew Mole says I seem underwhelmed. It just didn't kick in for me. I thought that chase bit, it just reminded me of a video game. It's like this, more of these sleds. These sleds just kept coming. Just felt like a repetitive sort of video game level. Operation Cinder reference was very good. Appreciated that. Paul Ponte. Mayfield acted like his commanding officer was going to blow his cover, but then he was like, I serve under you. And he was like, fine with it. It was odd. There was a few little things. I'll have to watch it back. Braxton says Steele and I are on the same wavelength here. Echo says there were some poignant moments with Bill Boyer, though. Very true. Very poo. And Charlie Smith, don't be sorry, but I did mention it. Fett's paint job is looking sweet. Looks a lot like that that new Hasbro vintage collection Jedi Fett. Braxton said, I felt the video game thing. Jason Kelly loved Bob's new paint job. Hey, Jason. Hope things are going well. Matthew Mole says, can we talk about the seismic charge? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. How are they pirates? What were they pirating? I don't know. Like, they just wanted to blow up. Like, they weren't pirates. They just wanted to blow up. Like, they were good guys, weren't they? Yeah, Billy Davis says, "Hey, Steele, Bill Burr face turn." Yeah, I thought he was like, he just flipped. So I don't know. I just, there's just some jumps in it that James Waterman says, "I like this episode, but probably would have liked it better last season. In light of everything else this season, this one doesn't stick out as well. We've possibly been spoiled." Well, that's true. I like, do you know what I mean? I sort of, expect to get blown away every episode. And, this one's just leveling in. I'm going to open up. Can I get my Disney Plus thing on? I just got to go through and remember what happened. What happened in that show? Let's put up the screen share. We won't play. So I did like the this world that they were on with all the Imperial, like the blown up ATSTs and TIE fighters. Thought that was pretty sick. Kind of, I enjoyed the robot interaction with Bill Burr. Cara Dune, can do without that. And I, to be honest, she may have just thrown me off the whole thing, being up front. So there we've got when they did the rotating thing in Slave One. That was damn sick. But yeah, he just seemed, I don't know, he just seemed like he was far more evil last. Oh, maybe New Republic prison actually does rehabilitate people, and now they turn them good. They turn them good. Yeah. Ed Atlin says Disney Plus keeps putting her in the thumbnail. I know. Paul Ponte says the crazy looking spy looking crane thing was awesome. I agree. Someone had something about Jordan says this episode reassured me how much I need Din Pedro without a helmet on. How do I, right there, plugging her new series. Yeah, it was interesting that they never said who, if that's if like that, what is it called? Space Rangers, New Republic Rangers, something, Outer Rim Rangers. They didn't mention it, it's in the Mando universe. They didn't mention what Mando characters or actors would be in it. So I did like that. That was a good little bit. Matthew Mold didn't got a lot of spear training. He's ready for the Darksaber showdown. Rangers of the New Republic. Thank you, Echoes. So anytime Tim Morrison talks, it's the best. Super good. And they're out. Their mission starts within 6.5 minutes. And I don't know. I just found the chase thing, which how long does this go on for? The chase is 15 minutes of the show, and I just didn't feel it. I just didn't feel the chase. It just didn't connect with it. I am confused about what the pirates were doing. They seem like they were actually the good guys in the show, because they were just trying to blow up the stuff that the Empire was going to use as weapons. So that is very strange. Seeing all the... How come I can't get back to that? Seeing all these troopers from Rogue One was pretty sweet. Oh, that's nice. Explosion. James Waterman. I like saying, let's just say they might recognize my face. Both because he's Boba Fett and because he's a clone and super recognizable. That was the line. They might just recognize my face. Was love it. Echo says it was weird that we're cheering for the imps in this episode. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta watch it again, I think. Jordan says that was an Indiana Jones episode. Braxton's saying maybe that was the point, but I don't know what Braxton's saying that to. Georgie says she really liked Ming Na in this episode. So did I. I wouldn't have minded a bit more of her. She's sort of being a bit of a... There's too many shots of her just looking. Talk! Give her something to say. I need to recharge my robo tummy. Let's get some dialogue like that going, you know? Matthew Thurban says was the first ever episode without Grogu. Yep. Like, there was the message at the end, which I thought was, it was okay. It just didn't connect with me, because like the rest of the, if I was like amped on the rest of the episode, like when he did it was like the Liam Neeson phone call, which also, it's like poetry, it's all connected, gives the speech that Gideon gives to him for the finale of the last season, probably the exact same time of the second last episode. I just wasn't, I didn't really, I don't know, that like if you think that was cool, that was, it's cool, but it sort of wasn't the, oh my God, next week. I don't know anything that's happening. I thought we'd know what like the sort of final plan would be, apart from just we're going to find Gideon. So yeah. What's TPS reports? Is that a quote? All right, what else happened in this episode? So this was just weird when they came in and they were all the heroes, and it sort of was lit like Rogue One. It's very strange. And then you've got a lot of Pedro without his mask on. That Imperial just sucked. He was just that got emotion out of me. He represented just an evil real world thing that, we see too much of. So it was sort of like a tale of two scenes, with the chase scene and then the cafeteria scene. What's Mayfield going to do on that planet, by the way? Like, what's he going to, like, how's he going to get on? Like, what's his plan? I understand he was going to do 50 years, so he's just like, whatever's, just get me off. But I thought he might have gone, hey, can you just drop us off on Tatooine, maybe. But Bill Burr featuring so heavily in a Star Wars episode, it's just bizarre. It's just bizarre. Stop Rhydinium runs. That's what they were doing. Smeezy says, was that Pedro Pascal? I was like, when it was he was in the other outfit, I'm like, is that not Pedro Pascal in there? But it was the one time he takes his mask off this season and he doesn't even have the Mandalorian suit on. What? Darren Aquino in the super chat. The last two episodes have made me rethink Boba's personality. He's surprisingly open to taking orders. He always came off as a douchebag to me before. I think Boba takes orders when it's part of a mission and he knows his cog in the mission and he knows that he has to do, like, he has to work in conjunction with these other people to be successful, which I admire that. Sean Hoffman says something interesting here, that this is the thing. This is the thing that I have to remember, as well as anyone. This could be planting in important things that we need for the next episode. Although Mayfield being an amazing shot, he's not going to be in the series again or anytime soon. Paul Ponte says, what if Mayfield stays and helps the people living there fight the Empire? Face turn completed. Freedom fighter Mayfield. Love it. Love it. Big fan of Mayfield. Big fan of Mayfield. Echo says that Boba Fett is a clone, so there might be some programming there. Well, according to Attack of the Clones, he was an unchanged clone. He wasn't tampered with. So, Joel, dude, the Slave One action on the inside. We talked about that before. This is very sweet. Love the rotation. Love the rotation. Yeah, so that's definitely my most subdued one, but I'm here to be honest. Star Wars is about feelings and interaction with the media. And yeah, it was the chase, which felt like a video game, and the cafeteria scene, which I love the Bill Burr bits, but I just thought that was a waste of Din's. What do you people think about this? You people, before I go. Do you agree with me that they could have used Din's demasking in public in a more dramatic way, or for you guys, were you just like, yes, that was how you do it? What do you guys think? There's a couple seconds delay here. Zach Kavanagh says season finale got to be 45 minutes at minimum, right? Let's hope. Let's hope. Braxton says, I agree. I'm getting in trouble for the you people. And by you people, you mean Mandalorians. I didn't even realize that was a reference to the show. That's funny. Echo says the unmasking was so jarring. Nicholas Jansen says, I enjoyed how he's unmasking here, put him in a more vulnerable position. Now, that was the other thing, seeing him fight without the Beskar. That was sort of like, no, I want you to have Beskar. I want you to be crushing these people. I don't know. I didn't find the chase thing. I was just clicking out of it. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Matthew Thurbin says he should have saved his unmasking for Grogu. That's what I thought as well. Catherine Neen says, for me, it was important because no way would he have even got him into a trooper uniform first season. He's come a long way. I agree with that, Catherine. I agree. There is definitely, there's definite a huge progression. It's just not progressing the way I would like it to progress. Joel Proctor says, I thought it was cool because he's learning more and more and he doesn't really need to wear the helmet. Paul Ponte says, I got why he was unmasked, but it makes no sense for an Imperial terminal to see his face and give him access. That was odd as well. So you just need a face? Like all you need to turn on a terminal is a face that's not wanted by the Empire? That's odd. Good point, Paul. James Waterman says, the unmasking is less monumental as I expected that moment to be this season. Maybe it will mean more when he does it for Grogu. Well, it's already done then. Talking Sith podcast in the super chat. Thank you very much. Will Gideon take Grogu to Dr. Pershing on Camino and Boba, having grown up there, can sneak them in? Possibly. I don't think so, because it seems like they're going for the Star Destroyer, unless the Star Destroyer is at Camino now. But I don't mind it. Talking Sith podcast. That could be cool. Zach Kavanagh wonders, why did the face scan work for Din? I don't know. Dylan Stanway says that was like an episode of Rebels in the best possible way. Yeah, I feel like that had bits of Rebels in it that I didn't enjoy as much, which is fine because we have different wants and needs. Billy Davis says, does that mean they have his face in the Imperial system now? It would, you would assume, if they put 2 and 2 together, although they then just blew up the whole place. So I don't know how the internet works on there. CMJ Makeup and Wigs also says, do you think it will come back to haunt Din knowing that the Empire now has a scan of his face? Although I do think it was odd that the scan worked for Din. It just makes no sense that, hey, as long as you're not wanted by the Empire, the computers will work for you. It just seems odd. But whatever. That's just such a little thing. Yeah, I'm going to pop on over to the Kessel Run transmissions because I'm going to go talk to some people about this, see what I know Corey said it was a solid episode, which by Corey's standards is pretty low key. And of course, we'll be doing the roundtable. I'll watch it a couple more times before then and soak it all up. Saturday night. And if you haven't already, watch our reaction hyper chat to all the announcements today. 10 shows, 2 movies. What's going on? It's been a crazy day. Matthew Mole says, Steele's roundtables are the best. Thanks, man. I think I'm pretty tired as well. It's kind of late. But Echo says he's done with us people and going to those people now. Talking Sith says, get the likes to 100. Come on, help the algorithm before I go. Come on. Come on. Come on, algorithm. Anyway, I hope you guys loved it. Or, more importantly, I hope you guys agreed with me. I hope either you loved it or you think all my critiques were spot on. Because then it's win-win for me. Anyway. That's it. See you Saturday night. Help out the algorithm. Thank you so much. And may that force. Oh, should I tell you that this episode's going
Long
on?
enough.
All right, I did that. May that force be with you. Help the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? See you guys later.